Hello, hello. We are here for the Tier 2 Sprint and, Sprint and Grand Prix, I guess. I do need to quickly change something. There we go. I think we have game audio. I hope we have game audio. Just a bit quiet for you guys. A few new drivers here today. Who we've got? A lot of the same. We have got Jehovah's, although he's moved down from Tier 1 to Tier 2 today to test it out, see how he feels here. Couple swaps as well. I think Adams, who used to drive Alpines, now at Mercedes. Trying to see if there's any more that I can tell straight off the bat. Everything else kind of looks the same. I think everyone else has stayed where they are. 17 drivers. We're missing a Aston Martin and not an Alpine. What else are we missing? An AlphaTauri and something else. But yeah, we got a good fight for the championship going on. If I can remember what button it is to bring it up. This one. There we go. Jack King currently leading the way with 46 points to his name. Only 6 points behind though, Simon Sandsteel, the Ferrari driver. Verderna on the same amount of points as Sandsteel in P2, so they're kind of tied P2, I guess, if you want to say it like that. Alex Day, 37 points, and Quincy Adams rounds out the top 5 with 36 points for Alpine. Yeah, strong showing from those guys at the top, and I mean Lightning's only 8 points behind Day as well, so not too bad. We have a quick look at the constructors here. McLaren leading the way by only 4 points to Red Bull in P2, and then just a little bit further back, AlphaTauri 66 points. So the main fight for this race, I guess, is going to be Red Bull versus McLaren, because unless AlphaTauri can really pull something out of the bag, with maybe both McLarens and both Red Bulls being out the race, or out the points, yeah, we won't be making too many gains. But yeah, let's move on to the race now. Qualifying. We'll have a quick look. Who's about to set a lap first? I think it's going to be the other McLaren of Alex Day. I know you can still see the leaderboards. If I just turn them off. So here we go. This is Alex Day, P4 in the Drivers' Championship at the moment, and I think he's backed out. He has backed out, so that's that one. Kister and Sandsteel actually both out of qualifying. I'm not sure how they've managed that. We've got Williams coming across the line here though. Sets the benchmark 128.2. We're going to see some faster times than that. Trying to find what AlphaTauri on a lap here, 128.7. They're both Mercedes about to come across the line as well. Adams goes P3 with 28.4, and Hannesad takes the original pole with a 28 dead. We've got a Aston Martin, I think a Cop, coming around the last few corners now. Let's see, what can he do? G7 onto the 8, 128.1. Across the line, so plus in P2 at the moment. McLaren and Jack King currently leading the championship, puts himself P4 with a 128.4. So not a bad showing from the guys at the moment, all very close. Kizzy will come across the line with a 128.5. It's only 7 tenths now between P1 and 7. As an Alpine comes across the line, I think to start a lap. Who was it? Palmer. Yeah, Palmer's starting a lap now. That menu. Let's have a quick look actually to see if anyone's gone for the mediums. And there's a few. Kiziel going out, who's already set a time, 128.5. As Day goes and smashes the fastest lap out the way, 27.5. 5 tenths clear of P2 now. Palmer here on his first lap as well. back down the straight towards Cops. But yeah, a lot of people opting for the mediums. We've got Kiziul, Drahozul and Zerveld currently in the pits. All opting for the medium tyre. Actually, Zerveld's just fit to the soft, so maybe doesn't feel too comfortable on them there. Oh, Palmer going a bit wide there through the exit of Beckett's. It's always difficult to do. You know the intro music? Oh, do I? Is it really loud? If it's really loud, then I can turn it off. It is pretty loud, isn't it? Oh well. Goes across the line at 129.3. You can definitely go faster than that. You just saw you went a bit wide there through Beckett's. Adams looks like he's on an in lap. Is Vedrino on a lap? Vedrino might be on a lap here, so let's see how he does. Nice through that. Keeping it. Oh, he comes into the pits. Into the pits there. Jack King, let's see. Is he on a lap? Could be on a lap there. Got enough fuel for it. Pushing through Maggots and Beckett's there. Jolly, can we... You have mod, right? Can we make a poll for who we think is going to be provisional poll? And King's actually coming to the pits. Everyone just seems to want to come to the pits. As Palmer comes in the pits. Let's see, Lightning yet to set a lap. Fresh softs. Been struggling a little bit getting to grips with his wheel, but he's getting there. Look at that. It is very oh, you don't have mod. It's a very unnatural feeling going from controller to wheel, especially when you drive a car in real life like Lightning does. Let me give you mod real quick. I don't know why you don't have mod. Can I even do it through Streamlabs? I don't think I can. Let me at the end of the sprint race, when we have a bit of time, I will make you mod. Ooh, you're lucky to not validate there. Rivers is starting on medium, so he can't be overpowered in quali and sprint. Yeah, yeah, probably. He wanted alternate. It's very strong. Sounds good. Oh, and Lightning actually has it validated. I didn't catch that. Melicheric. Let's see how he can do. He's on purple sector 2. Looks like he's keeping it tight to the curb there, which is what you want to do. Bit of a snap there on the exit. Let's see. Does he keep it flat through Cops? That sounded pretty flat to me. Right on the edges of the track limits there as well. Let's see how he does through Maggots and Beckett's here. A little bit wide on the apex there. Hooks it nicely though back in. Using the grass curb. Nice through there, and across the line he goes P2 at 127.9. But I feel like we're going to see a few people improve here, as Adams is now coming around for an outlap. Who else we got? Kopf, looks like he's on a lap. There's a Haas there, I think it was, gone a bit wide. Getting out of the way. Looks like he's got very high force feedback if he is using a wheel. Look at the wheel move when he goes over the curbs. Oh, and that's not on a validation. I think he's backed out. God, people need to stop backing out and actually give us some content. What's this? Vadrina. Currently P9, 28-2. We'll be looking to improve as much as he can here. On purple sector 2. There's a Haas letting him through here. Hopefully don't get too distracted by it. Nice through there, early on the power as well. Bit of understeer kicking in though. Gets it nice through there. You get the power down as soon as you can out of that. Here he comes up to the line. It's going to be a 27.6. It's only a tenth behind Day, who's currently in provisional pole, actually going out on another outlap. That's a really good lap from Vadrina. Or Vedrina? Vedrina? I don't. One or the other. It might not even meet. Oh, Lightning's gone P3. How did I not catch that? 28.78 for Lightning. Maybe showing a bit more of the Season 2 form. He was the title contender. Really good lap there. Adams seems to have backed out of his lap. Zerveld, currently sitting P10, has a validated actually. Here's Jack King, the championship leader at the moment. 6-point lead. I think he's actually on an outlap because his ERS isn't on. He's not on an outlap, he must be on a warm-up lap or something. We'll come back to him in a minute. Is Kiziel on a lap now? It looks like Kiziel's on a lap. Oof, a lot of traffic there. Let's see how he does through Stowe here. Into the last little complex of corners. Gets the power down really nicely there. Up to the line, it's going to be a 27.7, puts in P3. Really good lap. See the top three now, only separated by what, 2.5 tenths. So this could be a really close quality towards the end. Well, Day's actually validated on his new lap. It's very unfortunate for him. Adams seems to be on another lap here. Pushing it there through Maggots and Beckett's. As Jehovah's has actually gone to the soft tyre now. And Adams comes into the pits. Right. Let's see how Jehovah's does. Used to be, well, he's testing out tier 2 this race. I'm not sure what the agreement's come to in the end, but yeah, he's moved down from tier 1 to tier 2. And we're going to see how he does here on the soft tyre. His first lap on the softs. Really close to validating there as well. They've got a sector 1 yellow flag. Seems to be an Alfa Romeo. Letting through a McLaren. His Jack King's actually moved up to P6 now. 27.9. Wait, so is that from the lap that he didn't have ERS activated? Surely not. I don't know. I can't see how he's got around quick enough to do that lap. I don't know. Does anyone catch that? Just so I might have to message. He is one of my drivers, so I might have to message him and just tell him to make sure you put ERS on. There he goes on the brakes, hooks the corner up nicely, early on the power. Across the line, he's going to go 27.6, pushing P2. 10th behind Day, so Day's time's still looking pretty unbeatable at the moment. As I say that, Xenius goes across the line with 127.1. 1. He's been looking very quick, won the last race obviously. Not going for the alternate strat here today, like he did in Belgium. But he's treating him right at the moment with a provisional pole. Be interested to see if Alex Day can take that back off him. As he is only 4/10 behind, and he set that lap very early in the session. Who else have we got on a lap? Is Lightning on another lap here? We saw him put himself on to P3 before. Let's see if he can improve on that. He's got a lot of fuel on board, so he might be going towards the end of the session here. And this set of tyres might get around just for one more lap. Flat 3 cops. Really nice through there. Let's see how he does through Maggots and Beckett's. They are much better on a wheel. Hopefully he likes them a bit more now he's got a wheel. Really nice there, using the curve on the outside. It's weird because I think that grass there is a lot grippier than most of the grass in the game. Weirdly enough. Oh, a little bit wide on the apex there. Can cost him a tenth or so. Into the braking zone, he can brake really late into that corner, and he does. A little bit off the apex there, a bit of understeer kicking in, where he goes across the line, 27.4, puts him P2. Really good lap there from Lightning. As my audio just died. Oh, there we go. And Day's actually validated again, so that's going to be it for Day. Now in P3. Looking really strong earlier on in the session. Moderna's just gone over the line, start a new lap, along with Kizio. And Jack King, who's on an out lap, isn't going to be able to get round in time to set another lap. So that's going to be at the championship leader, currently P9. As I think Hannesad just retired because he didn't think he'd get another lap in or couldn't improve. And is that a Alfa Romeo? I think had a little bit of a spin there. Obviously, this isn't the. I think I know Will's setup. If you want it, wire transfer money to Alpine. Vadrina actually didn't validate there, weirdly enough. Really good lap there, Will, mate. Let's see how Moderna does here, coming through the last sector now. A little bit of a moment on the exit of Stowe there. Into the final few corners. Ooh, lucky to not. He has a validated there. That is very unfortunate for him. Losing the car a bit there as Kizio comes across the line and puts himself P5 at the last minute. So, what a qualifying. We have got Xenius on pole, followed by Lightning. They lock out the front row. 3/10 gap though to Xenius, looking very fast out there. Day, who we saw looked like he was really strong up in P1, but just couldn't get the last lap in. Is 4/10 off pole, with Drahovazul, the tier 1 driver that's moved down to tier 2 for this race, locking out the second row. And yeah, you can see the rest of the results there. But now we're going to have a 5-lap sprint race, which will decide the grid order for the 50% race coming up. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who can keep their position, who will stay where they're in the same kind of area on the grid, and who will not be so lucky. I hope everyone gets luckier than me on Friday. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Only team to have both drivers into the top 10. Oh, I didn't even notice. Are you sure? I thought... Actually, no. Maybe you are. Let me have a quick look what this message is. And here we go. 5 likes for the sprint race at Silverstone, Tier 2 in Amethyst Racing. Let's see how it goes. Xenius keeping the lead off the launch. Will Lightning actually getting a little bit bogged down and has the pressure of Day and Drovazor and Kizio now all got past him, so he's down to P5 by the second corner. But keeps it clean through there. Adams actually trying to make a move here on the Williams, and he does. Lightning getting a bit of a snap of oversteer there. Might give Adams the run down the straight here, as Lightning goes a little bit wide as well, which boxes Moderna in. And now Moderna down to P7. Adams looks like he's going to make the move for P5. And Lightning goes very wide there. It's going to allow Moderna up the inside. So Lightning really struggling there, and he's actually now getting attacked by the Haas of Zerveld and the Alpine just behind Palmer. As Palmer has actually spun and lost it on that corner. It's very unfortunate there for him. The Haas actually is going to be stuck behind the Alpha, but send it. Wow, that was some apex speed there from the Haas. As he sent it past the Alfa Romeo, as Jack King now also gets past the Alfa Romeo. It's Lightning's down to P9 now from P2. Now make that P10. He's going to be falling out the top 10 here soon. He's now got the Haas of King, the Ferrari of King, to put him under pressure into Stowe, and they make contact, and that's going to be the Ferrari spun round. Very unfortunate there for Jack King, as I think Lightning's going to the pits. He might have damage. That's very unfortunate from P2 on the grid, and he got a 3-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. And Palmer's come in as well, probably from damage from his spin. So this is not a good sprint race for Lightning and Palmer, but I feel making the pit stop for a wing change is not worth it in a sprint race. I would rather stay out and just deal with the damage. As we've had a lot of movement up at the top as well. I've been a bit too distracted with what's going on down in the mid-pack. As Day is now leading the sprint race on lap 2, and Xenius has fallen down to P3, trying to make the move on Kizio just ahead. I'm not sure if he's got wing damage, although he has just set purple sector 1. Jehovah's all just lurking behind now in P4, and a bit of a big gap there, just over a second to Adams in P5. Yeah, that is a crazy start to the sprint race. As Jehovah's all goes a bit wide there, maybe just the effect from the dirty air of the cars ahead. But Kizio really putting up a defence against Xenius here. It's really a difficult track to kind of make a move if you don't have the right setup, because some people go for low wings or some people go for high downforce around it. It's kind of yeah, if your car has the high wings ahead of you, you can't really make the move down the straights. You have to try and find it in a corner, obviously. So Xenius could just be struggling with that. But Adams now is actually slowly closing up to this train of cars as well. Let's see what he can do. New seat at Mercedes, now the current team principal, racing for the team. As Day sets the fastest lap just to go with his lead. He just needs to keep it clean, keep it within the track limits. Not get a time penalty, because that would really mess him up now. As he's got the second gap to Kizio behind. He's putting up still a really good defence against Xenius, who we just saw was so dominant last race. Putting up a fight for the lead all the time. But he's got the DRS now. Going to be trying to make the move down the straight. Can he hang it round the outside of this corner? No. I think the Haas is going to be able to... Oh, but he's going to send it up the inside to the next corner. Pushes the Haas a little bit wide, and that's going to allow Joshovazul to get through as well. The Haas is going to fight through and actually going to keep the position. Got a really good three-way fight going on here. He's going to be trying to make the move here. Can he make it through Cops? There's a Red Bull going really wide there. And Zanseal's been disqualified. And Jehovah King, sorry, is actually retired from the race. This is hectic. But can Kizio make the move back on the Red Bull now? For P2, and he does. Look at the overspeed he has there. Wow. And he's going to be able to get the car ahead before Stowe. And Xenius there, you can see in the mirrors, trying to find a way past into this braking zone. Didn't quite make it though. And I've just realised Jehovah's actually lost his entire front wing somehow. Not sure who he made contact with, but he's going to be into the pits. So that's very unlucky for him. There's Vadrina now back near the top fight. I can't speak today. It's been a horror for Ferrari, it has. I remember I saw the stream in Austria where they were both 1-2 at one point to double DNF, so yeah, they've been struggling, but hopefully they'll be able to bounce back in the race. Let's see a bit further down here. Adam's falling back a little bit from the top 4, and we'll soon possibly have Melicheric. Ooh, no, I think Melicheric's struggling a little bit there, but King behind him looking very racy, out up from P12 or 11 I think. No, sorry, P11. Looking very racy to try and catch up to the back of the AlphaTauri. And Kopf behind him now 3 seconds back, and Kister into P9. And the other Alfa Romeo of Noble looking to make a move onto the Red Bull here maybe. If he can get a really good exit out of the Beckett's there. And he does. He's going to make the move on the Red Bull and get past into P9. Show him score I think a P4 in Canada. I think that's his best result this season. King though, sorry, Day, still leading this sprint race with a 2-second gap, and Xenius has actually got a penalty now. Let's have a look at the damage that penalty is going to cause. I think it'll be a 2-second. It is a 2-second. So at the moment, he's going to be dropping down to P4, which he will not want. But yeah, that is not a good time to get a penalty. As we'll hop on down to King here. Let's see. He has got ahead. Oh no, he was racing Melicheric, so he's dropped off a little bit from Melicheric. And yeah, we can see there he's got 1 podium and no wins, but he's somehow leading the championship. Just from, I guess, consistent driving. I mean, there's a lot of similar skilled drivers here in Tier 2, and I think that is kind of showing with the results they've had, and the difference in points in Tier 2 is very, very small. So yeah, it's crazy to see. It doesn't look like Xenius made a slight little gain onto the back of Day, but only by a couple of tenths. And Kizio might be trying to make a little move here. He's a bit far back. I think the positions in the top 4 at least here are going to stay the same. Go for the last few corners. And it's going to be Day that comes around to win the sprint race. 3 points from his team. As you can see, Xenius hit the wall there. King crosses the line, P7. Kopf, P8. Kister, P9. He got back past Noble. He's going to round out the top 10. Zerveld, P11. Hannestad going to come around the last few corners now. P12. And Lightning from P2 on the grid at the start of the sprint race. Going to find himself P13. Ahead of Palmer, who we saw got wing damage. Lopez must have picked up some damage at one point, and so did Jehovah's, who was fighting in the top 4 at one stage in this race. So it's been a very, crazy, to say the least, sprint race. Will went from a lightning strike and quality to being struck by lightning. Yeah, that did not go his way in the end. But here we go, Jehovah's going for the last few corners now. It's going to round out the sprint race here in Silverstone. Of course, the one time I do well in quali, Lamau. Yeah, I think you just got a bit swamped off the start, which is never what you want, because once 1 or 2 cars get past you at the start of a race, it kind of, you're knocked out of shape a little bit. But yeah, unlucky there. Got damage after T2 or 3, yeah, that'll be why. I think we actually caught that contact, I think it was like around T2, just before turn 2. Yeah. But not last. I've just been told by the AlphaTauri team principal that one of his drivers had an issue with his computer, which is why he might have a driver swap. But I think Melichek's the only AlphaTauri driver in here at the moment, so we'll see who else joins. But yeah, 3 points today, 2 points to Kizil and 1 point to Verdurne, as we are sticking with the 2021 sprint race scoring system for now, until the new game comes out, where it'll do it all for us. So what's going to happen now is we're going to just head into the intermission screen quickly, and we're going to have actually, let me put this in here. That's a good idea. Where did it save to? There. We're just going to quickly sort the grid out. We have to do a custom grid, so we can put everyone in the positions they finished in the sprint race and apply any grid penalties that might have been gathered in the last few races. And when we'll be back into the lobby, I'm going to quickly put this in here so you guys can just see the sprint race results. Now, note that this won't be, might not be final for where they start on the grid, just because of grid penalties and stuff like that. But let's quickly read them out. We've got Alex Day for McLaren in P1, followed by Patrick Kizil for Haas, and Matej Verdurne for the Williams team in P3. So actually top three rounded out. Alex Day picking up the fastest lap, but of course there's no point for fastest lap in a sprint race. Yeah, gutted for Will. Xenius, who was looking very strong in the race and in qualifying, got provisional pole. Fell down to P4 in the end. Was P2 on track, but picked up a 2-second penalty for track limits. Dropped down to P4. And Adams, the new Mercedes driver from Alpine, finishing out the top 5. Melicheric finishing P6 for AlphaTauri. I'm not sure whether he's going to be swapped with another driver or something. That's what I was hearing in the Discord. Not too sure there. Jack King, championship leader at the moment, in P7. So we'll see what he can do from there. We know that he's very consistent. I think he actually won the race here last year. So it'll be interesting to see. No, he can't have won the race because he hasn't no wins. So I'm not sure. He did very well here last year. I'm pretty sure it was him. Wait, does he have a win in that? Maybe my stats were wrong. I could have sworn that he won there last year, now I think about it. I'm sure I checked though. Let me have a quick look. Season 2. God, can you believe we're already halfway through Season 3? Crazy. Crazy. Right, Season 2 results. I think he was Tier 2. Last season as well. Silverstone. Who did he drive for? Williams. Great Britain. No, apparently he got disqualified. Wait, so who won here last year? Oh, it was Green driving McLaren. That's what it is. That's why I'm getting confused. Yeah, never mind. That's me. I don't know. I think it's just because it was another McLaren. I can't believe that Green and Palmer used to drive for McLaren. That feels like so long ago. Wow. I just realised there isn't actually a chat box. I must have deleted it by accident. But yeah, we got René Kopf in P8 for Aston Martin. Kister finding himself in the top 10, which is really good to see for the Red Bull. Just a few spots down from his teammate who won the last race. And Noble for the Alfa Romeo team ran out the top 10. So it'll be a very interesting race. I'm not sure what kind of grid penalties we've got coming in for this race. Let me see if there's any more news on that. If you give mod... Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to give mod to our good boy Jolly. Let's see. I think it's just /mod, right? I don't actually remember. Or can I mod you through this menu? Jensen Jolly. I think it's just that. Jen Jolly. There you go, you should be modded now. I believe you are. It says you are. Let me quickly refresh. Make sure. Yep, you're modded now, so you should be able to do polls and stuff. I'll mod you as well, Hamida. Mr. Lega Rupex. There you go. So Hamida and Jolly both modded now, so feel free to make polls and stuff throughout the race, and we'll see what people think. Sorry if you can hear the birds. I'm sure Will knows how it feels, as he had it as well. Hamida, don't worry if you don't know how to be mod. It's just in case we can, in case we need anything, anyone banning from the chat and stuff like that. Like that guy, Gavin McAllister. Can we get him out of here? Cheers, Gavin. I'll check that out. I mean, the fact that it starts with "wanna be famous" by viewers and followers, that basically says it all, doesn't it? Because you're not going to be famous. You're just going to have a load of bots that just pretend to watch your stream. I don't know. Am I banning the guy? I'll ban him because I don't think anyone else was. But here we go. We are loading into the race now. So once we are in, I'll swap it over. And I've just realised that we've got a few more followers coming in. Sergio Perez 97 has followed, and so has Ziggy RL. Thank you for the guys for the follow. It's massively appreciated. If I can get my words out. And guys, don't forget setups. Why has that come up? Don't forget setups. Okay, we have had to restart the lobby, so make sure you put your setups on. Don't want to hear any excuses. And it is looking a little bit overcast. So are we gonna have rain? I hope it rains. Well, actually, the rain means the race is longer. So I don't know. Do I want rain or not? I don't think so. I mean, if I was racing, I'd want rain, but I'm not. I probably couldn't have said that any more confusingly. I'm actually going to shut my window because that bird is very annoying. No, I'm not, because it's going to start now. Oh, there's a formation lap. Never mind. And Alex Day has been disqualified from the formation lap. It looks like, I think, is Vadrina right? Let me just double check that. I got told that the Avatar reserve has joined. Yeah, so Vagina must have picked up a good place penalty last race, and that has moved him down now to P6 from P3 on the grid. So it was on the second row, but it means that someone else actually has got a penalty as well. Who's got a penalty? And how is Noble P11? Did Noble have a penalty? One place penalty? I don't see that happening. A lot moving about. Let's see. It was Day, Kiziel, Viderna, Xenius, Adams. Melicheric has picked up a penalty, which puts Jack King now P5. Kopf P7 from P8. And Kister has dropped down to P14, so he must have picked up a penalty as well. I don't understand how Noble's gone down to P11 though. How is Zerveld P8? Zerveld qualified 11th but has moved up to P8. And we're hearing that Xenius is lagging, and Epic Lexa, who's Alex Day, who's on pole position, has not picked a setup. So this will be a good race. Why, Jolly? Can you find out why Zerveld is P8 and not P11, or around P11? Surely not everyone in front of him had a penalty. But here we go. 5 red lights for the Grand Prix here at Silverstone. Off we go. Poor start there from the Red Bull. It's going to get done by the Mercedes Adams off the line. Everyone seems to be keeping it clean as he's going to come under pressure now from the McLaren of Jack King, but he gets overtaken by the Haas down the inside. What a move that was into turn 3. Jack King getting swamped a little bit there as well by the AlphaTauri. And he moves up front, doesn't look like it. Alex Day still keeping P1 as Xenius is retired. I didn't quite catch what happened to him there. Let's see if we can go far enough back. I don't think we can. It looks like he just lost it on the straight somehow. He should be P11 according to the race results, Jolly. Or maybe a little bit higher up, I'm not sure. And also I think Hannestad moved position as well. I'm not too sure. But Alex Day is still out in the lead, closely followed by Kiziel. How do I get rid of that? There we go. Now 2 Ferraris also up 2 places. Well, one of them up 3. Well, actually, no, because someone else joined, didn't they? Oh, and I say that, Landsteele drops down to P18. And we're back underway for racing. Let's see, Adams here. His first race for Mercedes. Up into the podium position straight away. The 2 Hasses, though, looking very strong. I'm not sure how legit Zerveld's grid place was. His TP is in thin air. Is on thin ice, you mean? I don't know. Anyway, Jack King managing to keep P5. I think he dropped down to P6 though, and Xenius' DNF means he moved up a place. He's on Roblox. Oh, Housley. But yeah, it doesn't look like Kiziel is making much inroads today here. Nearly a second between them now, as Day goes very wide there though. I've been told that he has no setup. So we'll have to see how that affects his race. Jack King, I'm sure, will be trying to make a move on Zerveld here, trying to retain his lead in the Drivers' Championship. I think his teammate would overtake him if he was to stay like this for the rest of the race. And his teammate might take the lead to the Constructors. And this being the last race, because I'm the McLaren team principal, so no bias here. But this is the last. Oh wow! And Jack King gets a really good run compared to Zerveld, and is actually going to use the ERS and overtake the Haas down the straight here. Does he stay ahead? He does stay ahead going into Stowe, so that might be the move done there for the McLaren. But I was just saying, I am the McLaren team principal, and this is the last race that we have Alex Day signed on for, and this result is going to be deciding whether we keep him or not, in the least like horrible way. But he did not turn up for the first race and then DNF for 2 races after that. But he's still in the fight for the championship, so that just says it all. Let's see how he can do with this race, especially with no setup. How about we, will they pick up another on-track, what's that? On-track win. How many wins does Day have? I can't actually remember. I didn't make a stat. I only made a stat for the top 3 drivers, which are King, Sandsteel, and Verdurner. And at the moment, Verdurner and Sandsteel are the bottom 2 guys on the leaderboard. Oh, he's lost out a few times to penalties. That's right. He's won. I think that's his 2nd sprint race win, though, right? He won in Austria, and now he's won here. So it's a really good result in sprint races. He's got 2 second gap now, so he can just chill out for a bit, concentrate on not getting a penalty. Is Adams there in the background making the move on the Haas? Going to try going around the outside of Stowe, and he's going to make the move stick. Or will he? Heading into the heavy braking zone here. Has to be looking to make a switchback. Doesn't quite make it though, and he stays behind the Mercedes. The Mercedes though gets a snap of oversteer. He's going to send it down the inside here, back onto the Hamilton straight, and stays ahead of the Mercedes. What a little defensive, or I guess reactionary move there from the Haas. Back up into P2, and all that did was just buy McLaren out in the lead time. As Jack King now, he's actually also got past Melicheric for P4. Melicheric now with a DRS, and the McLaren does not have the assistance, but he stays ahead anyway. Yeah, a lot going on. He's taken a few P1s on in the race as well. Yeah, well, the 3 second gap he's got now. I mean, that is, I don't know, it's a very comfortable lead to have, where you can just focus on the point, on not getting warnings like Jack King definitely did there. Ooh, the Kizio goes wide, and Adams actually makes the move back up into P2, and that might be it. We saw he had a bit of a moment at the exit of Becky's there. But yeah, 3 seconds now, or 2.5 now. He's already made up a tenth. Oh, half a tenth, sorry. No. Oh my god, half a second. Oh, that's wrong with me today. As now Jack King's all over the back of the Haas as well. He's going to have the DRS down the straight. Not this straight, but the next one. Into, what's that section called again? I think, actually I heard some contact there to maybe the AlphaTauri behind. As Kista picks up a 3 second penalty. I believe that is the first one of the race, although Sandsteel does have one. Day looking like he's maintaining that lead though. Jack King didn't manage to make the move on Kizio. Kizio just falling out of the DRS zone of Adams, who's now up into P2, and has actually just gained a lot of time there on Alex Day. Could be going for the lead of this race in a few laps' time. Jack King's gone wide there. That might be his 2nd warning. We saw him struggle through Maggots and Beckett's last time. Let's see, that might have been another warning there as well, I don't know. He's not got a penalty though yet. My controller disconnected and I went straight into the left. Ah, trust me, that's happened to a lot of people in this league. I remember Palmer in Belgium, Rory in Belgium. I think it's happened to Will a few times last season when he was on his controller. Yeah, it is very unfortunate. unfortunately there's not a lot we can do. There's a yellow flag in sector 3, and that is Lightning, who is, I think, just spun. I don't know if there's any damage. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he just spun at the end of sector 3 there. I'm gonna run up to the line. It's just, yeah, very unfortunate from his quali result. And there is a prediction up right now for whether Day will pick up his first on-track win. There's another on-track win, sorry. That means that he could get penalties, but he will still pick up the on-track win, if you know what I mean, if the car beats him on penalties. Warnings are worse going through the long right-hander. They just get dished out for no reason. This one? Or the long right? At Meggetts and Beckett's? Or... oh, at Stowe you mean? Yeah, they are bad there. My PS4 port is broken or something, I don't know, because it only works in a specific angle. Ah, that might be the problem. Jack King, every time we go to him, he's always just a little bit off track. Trying to make the move on Kizil, but Kizil's just fast enough at the moment to stay ahead during the straight line speed areas where King should have the DRS. Kizil's been out of DRS now for a few laps. You can see King, he's got his DRS activated mid-corner. Like, that is something I wouldn't want to do. Is Sandsteel actually having an awful race? P2 in the championship at the moment. This is not what he needs. We've seen him. He won the first race of the season, I believe, and that has been the only race he's won so far, and any time he's been on the podium. Yeah, unfortunate for him, but we'll have to see how this all ends with him and Verderner, who's only just ahead of him, miles off the pack though. He has made a pit stop by the looks of it. But yeah, once again, he's been on the podium twice. No wins to his name, but there's 2 podiums carrying him up to P3 in the championship at the moment. So yeah, been a really good season for him so far, but this race isn't looking too good. Now Adams is looking really strong at the moment. Caught now a second and a bit towards Alex Day, who doesn't have a setup, but you can see he's just going wide. It looks like he almost has wing damage. Well, looks like he got a good exit there out of this section. And I wonder if we're going to see any rain, because it looks like it's just getting darker to me. And I've just noticed that Jack King has picked up a penalty and fallen behind Malacharic now. Oh, and as I say, it's going to be rain. I can see the sun's just come out, so maybe we're alright. God, I need a drink. Don't have any drinks though. Look at that, the DRS assistance down there is just pulling him closer to Day. It's got a sector 2 yellow flag, and it looks like an Alpha Tauri of Bugo or Magnussen, who's just spun at cops by the looks of it. Jack King's actually into the pits. Does he have wing damage? Jolly, I would hydrate, but I don't have anything to hydrate with. Unfortunately. And it's not wing damage, he's just coming into the pits. So, good news. But Alex Day has actually been overtaken now for the lead of the race, and Kizil has made the move as well. Maybe, did he spin? I think he might have spun there on the exit of that corner, which is not good for him. But who knows, we might see him bounce back into the race a little bit later on. Let's have a quick look further down the field here. Zerveld, down to P7, which I think is around where he started, even though I think he should have been P11. Once again, Lone Wolf, I would love to hydrate. I just don't have anything to hydrate with. The tyres will be really dead now, yeah. King might make a bit of a undercut here. See the dirty line there through Maggots. As Hannesad picks up a 3-second time penalty as well, down in P15. And looks like King actually has come out in some clean air as well, so hopefully by the time he is about to catch up to that Alfa Romeo, it would pit anyway. So this undercut could be pretty good if he can just be quick and consistent. As Alex Day's actually coming to the pits now as well, so this could be a big telling point on whether King is going to have a successful undercut here. He's around. It's a really long pit lane here though, so it'll be interesting to see. Alex Day onto the mediums. I'm guessing they're going to go soft medium to the end of the race, unless there is a safety car at any point. But yeah, let's see where Day comes out compared to King. Here comes King through the final corner, starting a new lap, and Day's actually quite far up the road. Just going into turn 3 now, ahead of him. I mean, to be fair though, considering King was P5 and Day was P1, or P3 I guess, when he pit, it's not too bad of an undercut. Let's see how it does the next few laps when Adams and Kiziel and the like pit. Haas the best by far. Hashtag bring back Mazepin. Jolly timed out Max for 600 seconds. Did he even say anything? Oh, he did. He did say something apparently. Jolly, DM me what he said. As Kiziel and Adams now both into the pits. So let's see where these guys come out on track, because Zerveld gets a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. So let's see, we're going to look and see where Alex Day comes out in comparison to Adams, who's in P7. And wow, he's going to come out quite far behind him here, as well as Kiziel. So McLaren's now coming around the first corner, and is he going to be ahead of the Haas? He is going to be ahead of the Haas, so he made the undercut work nicely, and Jack King is only just behind him, so I wonder if he can try and do something here as well, try and help his teammate out. But what a nice little undercut there from Day. But I think he's going to be coming under pressure soon down the straights from the Haas. Adams activated the hammer time. Come on, Mercedes. Yeah, it's just we just got to start worrying when he starts going Bono my tyres. Bono my tyres they're just gone. Comes across the line with 3 wheels. Yeah, I think King might have had a bit of a problem through one of the corners as he's fallen really far back off Day. But yeah, let's see how his all results. Hosel setting the fastest lap now on the medium tyre in P2. So that's quite an interesting, quite interesting actually, to see how he'll do on the medium tyre. I'm guessing he started on him, maybe. Was he outside the top 10? He was P16. But didn't he qualify in the top 10? Wait, has he pit? I don't know. Let me make sure. How do I check? How do I check? Oh, stops. I was looking for pit for some reason. No, he hasn't pit, so... Did he start in the top 10? He started... the sprint race. Yeah, he started the sprint race in P4 on soft tyres, and he's now on the mediums. So that might be a 20-second penalty. We'll see. He sets another fastest lap. So he's got some good pace as Day actually gets overtaken by Kiziel there. Yeah, it's not about where you start the sprint now, in finishing the sprint. Lone Wolf. We spoke about this not only in a tier 1 race, but I think it was mentioned in the tier 2 briefing from what I've heard. You start the race on whatever tyres you qualified on, not what you finish the race on. Because whatever you finish the sprint race on is what you qualified on anyway. This Day's actually having a good fight here with Kiziel for net P2. And he has the DRS as well, so he's going to be able to hopefully make the move stick for his sake. As they bang wheels a little bit there. Oof. Kiziel trying to get past in whatever way he can. As now Kiziel's going to come under pressure from Melicherik, who's net P4 I think. Let's have a look at who else we can see if anyone else has tried the that strat. Lopez started outside the top 10. Noble's on the mediums, and he qualified 16th. Never mind. We did Lightning start on the mediums as well? Oh, I think Lightning started on the mediums as well. Depends, yep. Sandsteel, 11 seconds of penalties. Okay, I don't know who said that in the meeting, but we'll check after the race. That's not right though. From what I said in the tier 1 race. Will said that, okay. Well, I'll speak to him, because that's not what the rules were in the tier 1 race. But Drahosel, looking like he might come out in the top 10 maybe. It'll be interesting to see where he comes out after setting those fastest laps. What other fights do we have going on at the moment? We have a Mercedes down in P13. A bit close to the Haas of Zerveld. I think it's P6 on road. Maybe? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, right? I don't think they've pit. I don't know. Actually. See, this is the thing, we don't have enough people. Oh, and that's another spin for the AlphaTauri of Magnussen. Seems to be struggling out there today. Last minute into the race though. Unfortunate for him. Lopez as well, still out on the medium tyre. It's got about 7-8 seconds to Adams in net race lead. 10-second time penalty for Magnussen. Not sure what that was for. Seems to be where the most action's happening right now. Looks like Adams just bringing out that gap even more though. Now 6 seconds to Day in P5. Or in net race, P2. Don't like Kvyat and Melcheric can make much of an impression on Day. There's the the Aston Martin there making the move on the McLaren. And Sandsteel's retired. Oh wow, oh the safety car's out. So we are going to have a safety car. And that'll be perfect for Drohovizl actually. And Lopez. Drohovizl's actually might have had a spin or something. As Lopez has now got past him after he had a 13-second lead to him. So that's very unfortunate for Drohovizl because I think he would have come out maybe in the lead of the race if he was still that far ahead. That is really unfortunate for him as Adams now going to be overtaking the two cars. I think he might come out in 10th, Drohovizl, or maybe 11th because Lopez might come out ahead of him now as well. Noble's into the pits. Really unfortunate for Lightning actually, who pit I think a lap or so ago. So he won't make the gains that he would have done. I think his teammate is going to be ahead of him, yeah. And both McLarens come into the pits actually. A bit of a random one. As they're going to be coming out, I think P7 and 8. As Kvyat's in the pits as well. So a lot of people wanting to bring the fight to Adams by the looks of it. Maybe they think the fresher tyres are going to be the way to go. As Day's actually out on the soft tyres. What's King going to be on? Soft tyres as well. So only 9 laps of the race left. This could get very spicy to the end. See who can catch up to Adams. They've obviously got to get past. Who've got to get past Noble, who's up in P6. A really good race for him. Lightning actually manages to find himself into the top 10 as well. After the unfortunate sprint race that he had. So yeah, Drohovizl, Lopez. I don't think Kopf and Melcheric pit. So from Lopez down to probably 10th or 11th maybe, we'll all be looking to bring the fight to Adams. Did they just cut the pit exit? I do not know. Possibly. You don't have a penalty for it though. I think you do get a penalty. So it's going to be very interesting to see who can make their way up through the field here. But you got to remember now, Lopez and Drohovizl are actually going to be. They actually have been massive gainers from this. I think they were looking to come out like P10 or 11. Oh yeah, good point. Let's check some tyres. But with the safety car coming out and everyone else pitting, they're going to be up there in P4 and 5 now. So it's gone very well for them. There you go. You can see who stayed out. And Kister's actually gone to the mediums, strangely enough. I'm going to leave you guys with this going for now. I'm going to go and get some water because I desperately need it. But let's see how this goes when I get back. Okie doke, I am back and Rahovzol has spun or pit? Pit, right? No. Spun. I'm not too sure what's happened there. Spun under safety car by the looks of it and on new tyres. That is very unfortunate. As Lopez and Kopf seem to be swapping positions. What? How has he done that then? He's completely mugged him off. Lopez was behind him, right? That is, yeah, tough for Drahovzol. Down with his teammate now. Rip Alpine and Haas. Yeah, they're both of their races have been flipped now. Oh, I think he's let him past again, maybe. Or has he got a, what's it, illegal overtake? I think he's let him past again. Oh yeah, at least you've got counting the points. Well, this has been nearly 2 laps. It's been over 2 laps now in the safety car, right? Lap 17 it came out, or 16, something like that. Been a long time on the safety car. Yeah, Drahovzol really had the good advantage there as well, up in P5. Then you had Lopez ahead of him on the same age tyre. Safety car in this lap. So we're right on board with Melicharik at the restart, see what kind of launch he can get. Or actually no, we'll get an outside view to see how the soft runners behind can, if they make any moves. Melicharik's actually in a good position as well. I think he was P4 on the road. He had Day and King ahead of him. Oh no, he's P5. It was Kizil's as well. Kizil's really dropped back. But then again, he was in a fight with Day, so he's lost 2 positions. So get back underway now. Really good start from Adams there. Melicharik just equally as good to the car behind him. And Lopez already passed Kopf. Really good camera angles the game's given me here. There's Day, and that is someone out. Noble's already spun it and is tumbling down the order now, down to last place. It's very, very unlucky for him. As Kopf has got Day and King, the 2 McLarens, looking at his the back of his car. Can't speak. On the fresher tyres. So let's see if these 2 can get past. Try and get a good team result here. Verdena and Kizil also following these 2 through. Got past Lightning, down into P9 now. Palmer up into P10, overtaking his teammate and King in the Ferrari, I think. As Day, you can just see the grip he has. He actually goes off track though. Not sure if that was to avoid the back of the Aston Martin. But coming from the race lead at one point, now into P5, really hungry to get back into the podium positions at least. Pushing the car through these corners. There's a Sector 2 yellow flag and it looks like a Mercedes of Hannestad's gone off at Maggots. Beghaus just stay alive. I mean, if Kizil can stay alive here, it'd be good points for the team. So both of them still on track and still going. Zerveld up 2 positions as well, as I think Magnussen, who we've seen not the best race so far, but up into P12, just overtaking the Ferrari. Come on, can Day get past Kopf here? He's going to send it down the inside. And I think Kopf can't really do anything there on the old mediums. And he does make the move stick there. I don't think... And King's actually fallen back behind Kizil now. So he'll be looking to make the move back on there. I think Kizil might just want to get past Kopf as soon as possible. Try and keep up with Day and go for that podium position. As someone's spun. As Adams has spun. That is massive. So Melicharik in the AlphaTauri now leads this race. With Daniel Lopez coming up right behind him on the fresh softs. Is he going to be able to make a move? Not through Maggots and Beckett's. Kizio as well, looking at the back of the Aston Martin, trying to make a move down this next straight. Let's see what he can do here. Is he going to try to make the move? He doesn't have DRS, not yet. As Lopez now going to be trying to make a move round the outside at Stowe on the soft tyre. He's ahead going into the final section of corners here. As Kopf seems to have dropped a lot of positions there. As Lopez actually makes contact with the AlphaTauri. And now Day's up into P2. Around the outside at the last corner. Makes the move stick. Lopez down into P3. Melicheric leading the race. Let's get the penalties up here so we can see where everyone's going to finish on track. Day's got 6 seconds of penalties now, but takes the lead of the race into turn 3. So if you voted for that on-track win, we might better find out if you're going to win big or not. 4 laps left to go. Or, well, 5. Lopez got past Melicheric. He's now going to be trying to fight Day for the lead of this race. Day's got to pull out a 3-second lead though to win this race, unless Lopez and Melicheric get another penalty. Kizio though up into P4 as well. Jack King struggling to find the pace on these soft tyres, I think, and just getting swamped down by other cars on track. Kizio just destroyed Kopf. What was that? Didn't break into Stowe and shoved him off. Well, I'm sure there will be a ticket on that, and we'll be able to decide some kind of penalty. Jack King though just seems to wash wide a little bit there through Stowe into the braking zone. I think he didn't expect him to break that early and had to just send it down the inside there. Lopez seems to be keeping Day honest, but can't seem to catch up too much, and he's got a 6-second penalty now. So they're going to be fighting on track for position once again. But Melicheric down in P3 also might take the lead of the race here at the end of the result. As Adams now sets the fastest lap, not surprised. He must be driving with just pure anger right now. Following his teammate up the order, now P13 and P14. Kizio's looking to make a move though here on Melicheric. Still on the fresh tyre, remember. Let's see. Melicheric gets a good exit there though. Let's get the gap to leader up so you can see what it's looking like. So Day, as it stands, will fall down to P5, if I'm right. Oh well, no, P7 now. And I think Melicheric will win the race and Kizio will be P2. And Verderna P3. So let's see if these two pick up a penalty in the last few laps, and there's a VSC comes out. I think that's for the Ferrari. I'm not too sure though. But this is good for Kizio and Verderna, as it means that they have less chance of getting a penalty. Oh yeah, of course he is, because they've got a 3-second penalty, so the Kizil is leading the race. I just had a bit of a brain fart. Oh yeah, because it's on gap to leader as well. A lot of penalties going on in that mid-pack as well, so the likes of Lightning, Noble, Adams, they could all still get points in this race. As you see, the 13-second penalty, 9-second penalty, 11-second penalty, that's big gains for people outside the points there. I think we're about to go back underway. Kister gets a 20-second penalty for speed under VSC, that is very unlucky. But yeah, that is going to be big for him. 31 seconds of penalties. Jesus. That would think I put him P15 or 14, sorry. That's massive. Lopez now trying to make the move for on day. I just realised that Melecharick's dropped down to P5 on the restart as well, looking to try and re-overtake Verdurner here, but he doesn't. And Jack King's actually also got past him. Oh wow, that has really turned upside down for him in that first lap under green flags again. But will he try and make the move back on Jack King here? No, I think he's gonna... No, he doesn't have the run unless he can outbrake him into this corner, but on the old tyres it's going to be difficult for him to make any more moves in this race. He has a teammate behind him now, just 2 seconds back. Let's see, so as it stands though, Day and Lopez will be finishing 6th and 7th at the moment. So it will still be a top 5 for Melecharick as it stands. Those 6-second penalties are going to be destroying the two top drivers right now. They will wish they never got them. Yeah. It's going to be a very interesting thing to see. Day 5th? Oh, of course, because they got... I'm so, like, out of it today. They got 3-second penalties, haven't they? So, let's see what happens here. Oh, wow, that is not the line you want to take through Beckett's there. And, oh, Day's got 9 seconds of penalties now. So, yeah, now he's definitely going to be down to 6th, 7th. Nobody voted yes on the poll. Yeah, that is a bit of an L, as it heads on to the last lap now and Day's leading the race. Kiziel is looking set for a win here. I think this will be his first ever win at Amethyst Racing. Verdurner looking for a P2 as well. This would be massive for him in the championship. I think that will put him, it'll put him into the lead of the championship, I believe. So that'll be very interesting, as Williams have had a lot of struggles with their team principals and stuff this season. Ooh, he's trying to go down the inside of Kiziel there. He wants this win. So this is actually for the win. I know they're 3rd and 4th, but wherever these two finish on track will be who gets the win here today at Silverstone. And someone spun. Is that Lopez has spun? I think, or just desynced. Wait, what? 3-second time penalty. I think he might have dropped it. I'm not too sure. But will Verdurner be able to get the lead of the race here? He will. He's going to overtake Kiziel on track to put himself net P1 once the penalties have been applied. Round Stowe he goes, stays ahead. Into the final few corners now. And that is going to be Alex Day coming across the line in first, but with the penalties applied, wow, that's close. Kiziel going to be finishing P2, 400ths behind Verdurner, who won the race. That was some good racing here today. And Day picks up P5 after those 9 seconds of penalties have been applied. King and Melecharick finishing 3rd and 4th as well. Adams recovering to P7. Really good result from him. And Noble just outside the points. What a crazy race that was. Sure, Kiziel will be beating himself up after that. But it is racing at the end of the day. Not too sure what happened to Lopez there though. That would have been a really good result for the Williams team. Once the last two come across the line, you'll be able to get the final finishing results. I'm getting told that the Williams disappeared and messed up Kiziel winning. Yeah, it did look. I thought he had spun it at Cops, but I think it might have just been lag. But there's your race winner. I think it's called Matej or Matej. I don't know how you say it, but Verdurner for Williams winning the Silverstone Grand Prix. And Jack King actually recovering to P3, so it's going to be interesting. I think, 25 to 15. 10 points, obviously, so I think Jack King's going to be 4 points behind here, Verdena now in the championship. But yeah, we'll have to see at the end of this. There's your final finishing result. Kister got more pens in one race than my whole career. And I got a 20-second pen because the game said FU. Did you try and pit under VSC for the drive-through, or did you get it under drive-through? Wait, what? Did you get the drive-through penalty under VSC or under safety car? And Pintura, thank you for the follow. Yeah, because if you leave it too late into the race, you get a 20-second penalty because you can't really pit on the last lap, if you know what I mean. We're getting told that the stream's in 420p. Is it in 420p? No, it's in 1080p. We're going to head over to the interview box. I just realised I've not been in all day. Oops. So come join that. Let's have a quick look if we can see any quick race replays while we are waiting for people to join. I'm going to just quickly swap this over to intermission screen, and then we can hop over to the interviews once we've got a few people in here. What have we got come through? Right, so this is, I think, I've only actually had one through so far, I think. So we'll leave that for now. Maybe we'll have some at the end of the interviews. Get rid of that. Okay, we've got a few people in here. I don't know if the race winner, Verdena, is in here. I don't think he is. Is Kiziel in here? Kiziel is here. I think we'll start with Kiziel then, and see if oh, why is that not working? Oh, all right, here we go. Alright, so let's bring Kiziel up as long as... No, he hasn't joined. Oh no, he is here. Wait, hang on, Kiziel.
Hello, hello.
Oh my god, hello. Oh yeah, how pumped are you after that?
Well, it's pretty awesome actually. Let's say, I fucked up the start and I was last, but I'm now first, so it's pretty amazing. My teammate is, I think, P5, so it's good points for the team and for me as well.
Yeah, really good. I don't know. You just kind of seemed to come out of nowhere towards the end of that race. You had a really good quali, where you
Yeah, I was P3,
P3,
but I
yeah,
had
yeah.
3 place grid penalty.
Yeah, so yeah, I thought, yeah. So you started P6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so to come back from that and somehow win the race, I mean, the safety car seemed to help a lot of people, but I didn't notice you. I gotta say, I didn't notice you um, gain too much in the safety car, and then you just sort of popped up out of nowhere, fighting Kiziel for track position. Um, but yeah, no, that was a really good race, really good qualifying. So and I think that comes with the lead of the championship.
Oh yeah.
So I think
Well,
you will be leading the championship with 4 points, I think, to Jack King.
well,
Um,
that's good to hear, actually.
yeah, so it was a really good race result as Sandsteel, I think, DNF from the race in the end. So you'll definitely be getting past him. I'm not sure if there's any gainers behind you, putting you under pressure in the championship, but we'll have to find out a bit later on. But no, really good result there. And two-stop race, I think it was for you. Soft, medium, soft, right?
Yes.
So you decided to gamble with the softs at the end, and I think it paid off. The AlphaTauri of Milicevic put up a really good defense against you guys, but eventually under the VSC restart, just couldn't keep it up. I don't think. So unlucky for him, but really good attacking and result for you in the end, and well done.
Thank you.
No problem, mate. Well, I hope to see you next weekend. Maybe you can try and extend your lead a little bit next weekend.
Yes, I will try.
And have a good rest of your week.
Thank you too. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Alright, so, do we have... is he in there? No, he was. He's just gone. Who the hell's this guy? Madgo. Oh, he's been banned. Okay. I think... I don't think, what's his face? Kiziel's here anymore. So, we'll bring in... Is Jack King here? No. Is Milicevic? No. Day's not here, is he? No. Lopez? No. Well, oh no, Lopez is here. Do you want to come up, Lopez? Just put your hand up if you want to come up here. Yeah, there we go. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh man, that must be frustrating for you. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, it was an interesting race.
Yeah, it just saw you disappear. I thought you had actually spun it on
Yeah,
the at the end of or coming through cops. But no, it looks
no,
like it was
I didn't
unfortunately.
spin. It was the same problems.
Yeah,
I was P2, and I had one the thing on the last turn, and I lost 2 positions. Then I recovered them, and then in cops I had another bigger, and I lost 5 positions, I think.
yeah, man, that's really unfortunate. But you showed great race pace. You had coming in as the new Williams TP as well. You can't complain with the result that you got in the end.
Yeah, it
Looks really
was
happy for the
very
team.
good result for the team.
Yeah. Where did you end up qualifying? It was like P13 or something. You were outside the top
Finally,
10.
P13 because I spun, so I didn't have the chance to have a good lap.
Yeah, and then you had a pretty upsetting sprint race as well. I think you actually picked up damage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's,
because Simon's wheel is connected and I couldn't do nothing.
well, yeah,
It
and then
was literally was a brake test.
yeah, man. But coming in as coming back into the fight for a podium at one point, and unfortunately having that bit of an internet issue, but still finishing P6 on track. It's a really good result, and you can be proud of yourself for
Yeah,
that. No need to beat
yeah,
yourself
seeing
up
how it
over it.
started, I think it was a good result.
Yeah, so really good points for the team as well. I'm not too sure how that affects the constructors, but I'm sure we'll be able to find out a bit later on. Let me see if Will is currently doing it or not, because I can maybe find out
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
we are pretty.
Yeah, because I'm not too sure where you were in the constructors before the race. I think you
Uh,
were P5.
didn't I
Yeah,
can't remember.
you were P5 before the race. So it'd be interesting to see with 25 points for Moderna, and how many points is it for P6? P8, right? 8, I think.
Uh, Hey, yes,
So
I think it is.
a really good points haul there for the team. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to boost your team up a bit in the constructors, and now one of your drivers leading the drivers' championship as well. So
Yeah, I think we are pretty tall. I think we will be able to fight for the championship.
oh, absolutely, yeah, you'll be able to yeah, you'll definitely be able to make an impact if you bring up the well, you have performances like that every weekend for sure. But yeah, thank you for coming up here, and I hope to see you next weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Alright, so let's get up. Who else do we need? Anyone else want to come up? Just pop your hand up. Oh, Melicheric's here, right? Or is this... Yeah, it's Melicheric. Hello.
Yeah, it's actually Melikeric, right?
Melikeric, okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Just really Britishizing your name, I guess.
yes, you are. All of you.
Well, really good fighting there towards the end on the older tyre than everyone else.
Yeah.
Very commendable, but you just about couldn't hold on for in a P2 or 3, I think you were in, holding those people off for a while. But the VSC, I think you lost a few positions at the start of that. However, I don't think it really damaged your race too much. I think it was only Jack King that got past you in the end result to steal the podium away from you. But P4, considering you were under that much pressure from that many people for countless laps, yeah, kept it together, got your head down, and managed to finish P4. 12 points.
I was defending the whole time.
Yeah, you were really giving those Southerners run for the money anyway, and
Yeah.
you kept the pressure down because I think Adams might have been a bit under pressure and he dropped it in the first sector, so managed to keep it all together and just get through it is the main thing. So P4 though, really good result. You had a really good or consistent quali and sprint race. I think you were P6, yeah, P6 in quali and P6 in the sprint. So kept your position throughout that race as
I
well.
actually was P9 in quali because I had three place penalty.
Oh yeah, sorry, P10 in qualifying. Yeah, P10 in quali, and then you managed to bring yourself back up to P4. Oh no, wait, hang on, I'm looking at the wrong one here. Yeah, P9, sorry. In the
P9 into P6 and then
oh
P4
no,
after
yeah,
the
no,
race.
P10 to P6. From the quali to the sprint. Sorry, and then P4 in the race. So I mean, all you did was move up after your good place penalty. So yeah, really good result there. And hopefully you can carry this momentum. I mean, you were basically Alonso at Hungary last year. You just did not let anyone past, considering that you were struggling a lot more on your tyres. So yeah, really good result. And Mexico next. So hopefully you can bring defending skills there as well. But
Well, it's going to be harder there.
yeah, but I think it'll be an interesting race.
Yeah, it's
And I mean,
looking for it.
this season of this season of Tier 2, I guess, we have had 1, 2, 3, 4 different race winners in 6 races now. So yeah, quite crazy. I know 5 different race winners in 6 races. So I mean, it just shows that anything in this league can, or in this tier, I guess, can happen. So it'll be very interesting to see. But yeah, carry this through to the next race. I'm sure you'll do just as well, if not
Yeah, I
better.
hope so. Yeah.
But thank you for coming up for a chat, and
Yeah, thanks as well.
I hope to see you next weekend.
Yep.
Cheers,
Cheers.
mate. All right. Kopf wants to come up. I think he had a bit of an incident with uh, who was it? Kizio, right? The Haas.
Yeah, the has he he overtook me on the straight,
Yep.
and I don't know, he took the corner so bad that he slowed so slow down that I'm hit him in the back. There was
Oh.
no chance for me to react in time. There was no chance.
All right. Well, we'll have to have a look at that. But
And and then the McLaren hit me, and then Wallista drove him back.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
very shitty.
that's very unfortunate to hear, because you're having a really good race, and I mean, yeah, I don't know how your quali and I just I might have just left there by accident. I didn't mean to do that. I did that the other day as well. Anyway, yeah, your sprint race and your qualifying, P9 oh no P8 in the sprint race.
Yeah, I thought there was a formation lap, so I lost
Yeah,
I think 6 places at the start.
yeah. So you
Uh,
managed
it
to
was, it was my bad.
did you have a grid place penalty?
No, no
Okay,
quit
well
for
you managed to recover well then, because you qualified P9. No, wait, where did you qualify?
I think P8. I qualified on P8. I think.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
in the sprint race I got P8 again
Yeah.
after the bad start, and because of a quit penalty, I got in the race P7.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's very unfortunate at the end there, because you definitely had the pace to give those guys a bit more of a challenge. It's a shame how it ended up, but you know sometimes you have these races, and I'm sure you'll be able to bounce back a bit better next race.
I hope Mexico is a very, very difficult track, I
Yeah,
think.
because you had a bit of a similar kind of thing, didn't you, at Canada? I think it was, right? Where you were up in the top 5 fighting for a podium or a win, and you made contact with someone that was I think someone got a good penalty for that as well. So yeah, unfortunate for
Yeah,
you, mate.
it was a
Um,
bad situation.
yeah, but you know, you'll be able to come back next race, I'm sure, and yeah, score your team some good points. I mean, the battle that your team's in is very close. 2 teams ahead of you are only 2 points away. So the team in P6, your team's currently P8, and the team ahead of you is only 2 points ahead. And then you've only got another 4 or 5 points to the team ahead in P5. So yeah, who knows? You might be able to claw something out. And I mean, there's still 6 races left this season. A lot of points up for grabs. So yeah, just keep your head down. Keep having that consistency, and I'm sure you'll do just right.
Thank you. As Martin will come back even stronger in Mexico.
I'm sure, mate. I'm sure. So I'll be looking forward to watching that, and I guess see you next weekend then.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to race next week in Mexico.
Well, we'll see how it goes. You can always have a good laugh watching a tier 1 race, and then go and do it yourself.
Yeah, the T1 races are very interesting, I think.
Yeah. Well,
You can learn a lot of them because of the lines that drive. You can learn a lot if you watch them.
yeah. Well, tell your race engineer I'm coming for him.
Yeah, I will tell him.
All right. Well, yeah. I'll see you next Sunday, mate.
Thank you. I wish you a nice day.
Yeah, you too. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you guys for sticking around, and tune in next Friday for the Tier 1 Mexico race, and then we've got the Tier 2 Mexico race, same time next Sunday, 5 o'clock BST. And yeah, we'll see you guys then.